A recent Chenrezig Project gathering became a Dharma potpourri. As soft mountain rain fell outside, we ventured from meditation to a discussion on impermanence, and then of the two accumulations of the Buddhist path, merit and wisdom. Our discussion on wisdom seemed particularly full-toned. I'd like to share some of our notions with you. Tibetan Buddhism leads us to see and understand that in each moment, all things, including each of us, are completely dependent on their parts, which are completely dependent on their parts, etc., interrelated, not isolated, and ongoing moment-by-moment combinations of causes and conditions merely labeled by mind. At the outset, most of us see the Buddhist curriculum's wisdom ideas in a purely conceptual manner, but in time they reveal undeniable logic and practicality. Study and honest engagement then serve to deepen our understandings, bringing to the forefront encouraging ways in which we perceive the world and our infinite relationships with it. As we distill and integrate these understandings into our real-time perspectives and viewpoints, a progressive series of profound and empowering, and yes, practical, wisdom-instilled, action-oriented insights comes to life. Intuitive within our mind's operating system, they abide in our mental here and now and influence everything we do and experience. Here are some of the ways these wisdom insights relate to whatever it is we call I and me and mine. I understand that I am never isolated from my surroundings and other living beings, but am, at all times, a participating aspect of a vast and perfect web of interconnections and interdependence. I create and experience every characteristic of the world through my own concepts and ideas. At all times, everything within and outside of me is changing. Causes combine and create effects which then become causes combining into new effects, whether I'm aware of this ongoing process or not. With this, my mind, including whatever it is processing, adapts in concert. My identity, my personality, my essence, my soul, the preciousness of me, myself, and I, my isness is a persistent exercise in illusion. How I experience and relate to the world is occurring through a self-distorted set of personal beliefs and perspectives about fundamental aspects of reality that ground and influence all my perceiving, thinking, and knowing. In other words, my views and experiences of reality, the essence of my consciousness, depends on my own ideas and projections, stubbornly and incorrectly fueled and complicated by identification with my ego. Accordingly, this world and every moment in it is my film, my projection, and because I produce, direct, and star in my show, and the cameras are always running, I alone have the ability and responsibility to create my experiences of the world. But for true accuracy and beauty, the lens of my camera must be clear, and its inner workings, that is my mind, must be free of impediments and misapprehensions. My mind is mutable. I is only a label, a concept, impermanent, and dependent on an ongoing stream of causes and conditions, just like all phenomena. Readied with the vigor of these understandings and the confidence they cultivate, we study, contemplate, and meditate. Then, firming the empowering new perspectives that emerge, we engage in the challenges and opportunities our lives present. This is the path of accumulated wisdom, the path of Buddhist practice, the path leading away from ignorant self-centeredness and toward true virtue and happiness. It is a path of honesty, beautiful, challenging, scary at times, and always beneficial. Traveling it requires effort and the courage to leave behind once comfortable but now progressively obsolete habits and routines. This world is a wondrous place, keenly fruitful beyond ordinary perceptions. Allow your imagination to see it as it appears to the purely healthy and clear mind. A place where flowers blossom with the sights and scents of compassion, where teachings of selflessness emerge from the singing winds of cicadas, where from the nighttime crickets come rhythmic songs of companionship and amity. It's a world where tiny melodious bells hang from gently swaying trees, filling the air with the sweet, tinging sounds of Dharma. Here, raindrops fall from pastel skies, carrying legions of tiny Buddhas, cascading on sentient beings in their habitats, each drop exploding into beneficial emanations, soaking, being absorbed. Harmonious Buddha whispers in every language known to beings, songs of impermanence, loving kindness, generosity, patience, virtue, enthusiasm, joy. An environment where absolutely everything in and about it, whether seen, smelled, heard, felt, tasted, or thought, is a teaching of liberation, freedom, and awakening, intuitively understood and motivational to all. Okay, yes, I am aware this may sound like a stretch, some type of fantasy or daydream, or perhaps just some eager metaphor for wishfully conjuring an over-the-top viewpoint of a fantastic paradise. It's self-illusory, an unreal place, an impossible state of mind. But if you're listening to this, perhaps there's an inkling, a sense there's more here than just some whimsical ramblings. And seeking to learn more, your studies begin. The word used to describe this is wisdom. It points to much, including the awakened understanding of how you and everything around you occurs and always has, in ways brilliant, uncontaminated, free of confusion, unmistakably clear. This is where the remarkable path of Buddhist sensibilities, practices, and activities leads, to an awakened presence revealed by replacing long-standing misapprehensions with accumulated insight, to riches of mind not acquired or created, but rather uncovered from within. It is a reality so intuitively correct and freeing that, upon encountering it, your only remaining element of disbelief will be wonder at how you could have been ignorant of its presence for so long. The perfectly flawless, infinitely faceted diamond mind is resident deeply within all sentient being. Many are aware of its presence. Perhaps you are one of them. It is there, waiting to blossom as it has been for countless lifetimes. We simply embark on the Dharma path, trek, awaken, and transform. The journey toward it is the prize. Along the way, everything changes in the very best of ways. This recording, titled "The Journey is the Prize," was written by Mark Winwood and included in his 2016 collection of writings, Am Stopping My Finger Now, Tibetan Buddhist Musings for Western Life. Mark, that's me, is the founder of the Chenrezig Project, a Colorado-based Tibetan Buddhist study and practice group with, as a result of these podcasts, an increasingly international online presence. You can learn more about the Chenrezig Project at our website, www.chenrezigproject.org. That's CHENREZIG project.org. Our accompanying music, titled Because, was composed by our collaborator, the San Francisco Bay Area musician Bobby Vega, and appears on his 2010 album Sketches of Bob. You can learn more about Bobby and his music at his website, www.bobbyvega.com. That's BOBBYVEGA.com. Or, as he's very findable online, you can simply Google his name or look for his numerous videos on YouTube. As always, we remain grateful to Bobby for his friendship, his talents, and his generosity in sharing his beautiful music in these broadcasts. Please feel free to share the link to this with those you feel it might resonate. Thank you for listening.